Welcome back, Brony nerds and gamers. My name is Drummy, and we are here again with Swirl Academy. Let us continue our story. In the last episode, we left Polly to go visit Headmaster Saruman's office, and we've just but before I have a chance to chew her out for it, Tom's an ass. But a voice drifts through the door ahead of us. Let us continue. Do come in, Ty. Ty does the exact opposite, freezing in place like a deer in headlights. My own attentions turn to the door, surprised to be found so easily, but also having to hold back a chuckle at the headmaster's remark. Poor Ty, she can't seem to catch a break today. I'd prefer not to repeat myself. Holy moly! I like this human Princess Celestia much better than the one from the movie. Haha! Anyway, Ty can't get through the door fast enough. Barreling inside, she's already stammering and fighting her inability to rattle off 100 excuses simultaneously. I don't understand most of what's coming out of her mouth, nor do I think I should really try. Yes, Tom, just sit there and be an idiot. She is abruptly silenced by the headmaster's raised hand. Please, take a seat, both of you. As I look around, I can't help but notice how huge Headmaster Saruman's office is. Well, yeah, he's in the Tower of Orthank. I mean, for goodness sakes, he's got an orc army at his disposal. I know it's not Saruman, but it's also not Salumon either. I find it hilarious that that's the name they decided to change it to. But oh well. The walls, curving inward like the top half of an eggshell, are lined with books that seem to have come from all over the world. Compared to the hallway outside, it's like walking into an auditorium built for one person. I quickly follow Ty to the headmaster's desk, sitting in one of two ornately decorated chairs in front of it. It's surprisingly comfortable. I'm so sorry we're late, Headmaster. We just got caught up. I mean, geez, what is this? A social club? I understand, Ty. And I've told you before, Selena is fine. Oh, Selena! Okay, I'm done. How long have we been talking? Yes, Headmaster. I'm pretty sure I can hear the headmaster sighing. Or maybe it just seems that way from how her shoulders gently sagged. Oh, she's not looking happy. She then turns to look at me. And you are Tom, correct? Something tells me that I should probably be quaking in my boots like Ty. After all, Swirl is the most prestigious school around, and Selena is at the top. That makes her the master of the universe! Hold on. How did that sound? Yeah? Is it doing anything for you? No? Okay. However, looking into her eyes, I can't help but feel comforted. She seems to give off a kind of soothing vibe rather than a harsh one. She carries herself less like a principal and more like a mother. Is that how she's looking at me right now? What, like a mother? No. And I don't think she's looking at you like a son. In fact, if anything, she's looking at you like, who the F is this kid? Yeah, I transferred in with Ty. Of course. With a silent grace, she rises from her chair and walks around to the front of the desk. She places her hand on it for support before leaning up against it, letting her boobies stick out. What's going on here? Seriously. I am familiar with Ty's reasons for transferring, but I'm afraid I've not heard anything from you beyond the dry text of this application letter. I don't mean to insult your writing. It was a fine letter. I just prefer to hear things in your own words. So are you basically holding him judgment? I mean, he's already here. If you're not accepting him, this is a terrible time to tell him that he's not accepted. As soothing as she came off, that definitely sent a shiver down my spine. Out of all the things she could have asked, she starts with the one question I don't have an answer to. Chances are she's probably testing my qualifications to even be here, as I don't have even half of the qualifications Ty has. It's as if I can already see my chances of going here slipping away. Oh well, I suppose it was nice while it lasted. I pull at my collar lightly, which seems to have suddenly become tight. To tell you the truth, Headmaster, I'm not 100% sure. I know I sounded more certain in the letter, but I was kind of hoping I would figure out that, that I would figure that out while I was here. It's not that I don't have ambition. It's more like I don't know where to aim it. That's literally what ambition is the drive towards a goal. That's okay. Well, it sounded like a good answer to me, though I could easily be mistaken. Putting my thoughts into words, though, feels like I'm crashing into a rut. Like I'm stuck in a boat rushing down a turbulent river without a life jacket. You're certainly not alone in that, Tom. Swirl Academy has helped many young men and women like yourself find their calling, and I'm sure I can start you down the path, though I cannot walk it for you. I? As in Headmaster Salumon personally? Or is that just how she refers to Swirl Academy? Maybe she meant to assure me, but I'm filled with more questions than answers. Tom, you are the chosen one! The headmaster picks up some papers and looks through them quickly before turning to Ty. Now, my faithful student, I see here you've signed up for a full helping of courses in every subject matter. Math, physics, English, foreign language, botany, technology, and even philosophy. This is far too much, even for you, and quite unnecessary. Do not worry about missing out. There are lighter courses that will continue your education in the subjects you do not choose. But attempting to specialize in everything is impractical and defeats the purpose of specialization. Yeah, but it also is vague enough that when a college student goes to college and has taken a bunch of specialized classes in one field of study, and then they only find out after they graduate that there's actually no jobs in that market, then they get to go back to school, pay the school more money, and the school makes more money, and all this stuff goes down, and it's business, and it's okay. I'm done. That's not even taking into consideration the fact that you two are seniors. There simply isn't enough time, Ty. I will recommend 2 or 3 specialties at the most. But what if I... Selena raises an eyebrow directly at Ty, in a sort of, do we really need to have this discussion again manner? Almost immediately, Ty falls silent. I wish I knew how to get Ty to calm down like that. Well, you just have to be a master wizard like Salumon. Alright, 3 subjects. Geez, what is this? The ABCs? Think hard about the subjects you want to specialize in. Once you've decided, changing will be difficult. So be sure to pick the classes you know you want to take. Yes, Headmaster. Selena gently nods her head at Ty before turning to face me again. She looks through her papers again before addressing me. if there was, first off, Daniel, really? And if there was any doubt that this Tom is Tom the Boulder, this is your proof. Thomas Daniel Stone. Ugh, nothing like being called by your full name to make you feel like you've done something wrong. According to what you told me, you're not entirely sure what you want to do with your ambition. So I'm going to assume you've no personal attachment to the class choices on your application, correct? I shrink a little in my chair at being caught red-handed. I'd really only picked classes that seemed to further my education in a general direction, rather than anywhere specific. So, hold on a second. I got a good question. If the maker of this game is listening, is this academy like a high school academy or a college academy? Because generally, I mean, this is just the truth in America. Most high schools don't focus on specific education. They focus on general education, which is arguably a problem with high school education in America. But then again, if I wanted to make a whole episode talking about education, I wouldn't do it here. We'd do it on like the next episode of Button Mashers or something like that. Or maybe the next Friendship Theory. We'll see. I might have picked classes Ty was going to be in as well. That's all right. I'm sure you'll have a better idea of what you want after seeing some class demons. I'm sorry. I mean demos. I'm not so sure about that. Here at Swirl, I personally like to think there are 3 types of classes: technical studies, applied studies, and theoretical studies. The difference is, the first 2 will get you a job, and the last one is for waiters. Technical studies will give you classes focusing on gaining knowledge and the hard facts about science and life. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person, and I don't want to make the joke that I just thought of in my head, but I need to silence the demons in my head. Damn you, Salumon! These subjects include classes such as technology and physics. They're excellent for if you think you might go into fields like engineering or scientific research. Applied studies will give you classes focusing on talents you'll need from a more real-world perspective. Brain! Stop it, Brain! Please stop making the jokes! This is supposed to be serious! These subjects will include classes such as English and foreign language. They will help prepare you for fields such as business management or foreign diplomacy. And theoretical studies will give you... I know it's diplomacy. I know it's diplomacy. I sometimes flub that word up. Excuse me. In fact, I sometimes flub a few words up, you know. I'm no stranger to the occasional flub. And theoretical studies will give you classes focusing more on seeking answers to life. Subjects such as philosophy and creative arts will be your focus. Yeah, which means you will end up being a waiter. If you go into creative arts or philosophy, get used to a life as a waiter or in retail. Yeah, there we go. They will help you think outside of the box, beyond yourself and others, and prepare you to help the world through means beyond math and labor. Of course, some classes fit into all subjects, and other are mandatory, but it's up to you to decide
what kind of field you want to enter.
Geez, I'm actually making out with my mic right now to do this voice. I'm not sure if it comes out all right, but it seems to do so whenever I do before. But when I'm making out with my mic like this, and I'm reading these lines from Princess Celestia, and I'm doing it in this voice, something about this seems strangely erotic, and I don't think I like that. But okay.
So I want you to think about that for now, alright? Pick which classes you think will fit you best, and we can set up your classes for you.
Alright, that sounds fair. I hate being put on the spot. Selena turns back to look at Ty.
As for you, Ty, I know how hard it is for you to narrow down what you want to do from all the possibilities presented to you. So I want you to head to your dorm and think very carefully about the 3 subjects you're going to focus on. Once you have them, bring them to me tomorrow and I'll ensure you're in the correct classes, alright?
Yes, Headmaster. Jeez, what is this? The fascist state? Sorry, that voice is very hard to do and also pronounce things.
Good. I feel that we've covered all that we need to do for now.
She turns to her desk and reaches over, grabbing 2 envelopes off of her desk. Turning back to us, she hands each of us one. I can see my name written on the front as I nervously take it from the headmaster's hand.
Inside of those are your introduction letters, maps of the school's layout, where your respective dormitories are, and a key to your rooms. I want you two to head there and rest up for now. Get something to eat from the dining hall. We'll meet here again tomorrow at
4 p.m.? 4 p.m.? Really? That late? Do you have nothing else to do for the rest of the day? There's no other free time we can... 4 p.m.? Alright.
I assume that would be late enough to ensure you two make it here on time.
Well, yeah. What time is it now? I mean, it's still daylight, so it's gotta be 4 p.m. now. Yes, Headmaster. Jeez, why don't you rub my nose in it some more? No, really. Please. Stupid brain! Stupid brain! Stop making jokes in my head!
Good. I'll see you then, Ty. You are dismissed. I would like a word with Tom for a moment before he leaves.
Oh no. I screwed something up, didn't I? Shoot. I'm starting to sound like Ty. Before we continue, I think that's all for this episode of Brony Nerds and Gamers and Star Swirl Academy. Join us again next time for another great episode, and leave a like or comment below. And as always, you can subscribe for more. Until next time, good night, every pony.